Hello everyone. Today I would like to talk a little bit about homelessness and problem solving with the homeless population in hopes of persuading you and taking a different approach within your community on dealing with the homeless. A little background on myself to give me some credibility on this topic. I am a police sergeant currently with our Neighborhood and Event Services unit, and I deal specifically with community outreach and the homeless problem. I've had various assignments which include patrol, being a street crimes detective, as well as an undercover agent with the Department of Justice dealing with gangs and narcotics. And so I've been in this current position dealing with the homeless problems and trying to get them help for approximately about 2 years. And so talking about homeless related problems, I believe that we need to take a new approach. Look at it more with the compassionate side. Even in law enforcement, when dealing with the homeless, having some understanding, giving some options for those people, and then last resort, head towards the enforcement side and getting them into the criminal justice system. And this is not to say that any kind of egregious act should not immediately lead to incarceration and holding them accountable, but a lot of the crimes associated with homelessness, in my experience and from my training, is that a lot of it is involving narcotics, alcohol abuse problems, littering, municipal violations, and theft. And so, not to say that those aren't substantial crimes, but those are things that are repeat offenses that I see day in and day out. And so, I believe that we need to take a new approach and keep in mind that the 2017 census for California alone showed there was well over 134,000 homeless people. It's pretty scary if you think about it. And so, our current ways of dealing with the homeless problem throughout law enforcement alone is to arrest and get them incarcerated, and this is repeat cycle that really gets us nowhere from my experiences. This revolving door does not better the community. It doesn't help the person themselves. And so I believe that we need to show compassion, trust, and I think that we need to start with that first. There's currently a revolutionary court proceeding that is started in Palo Alto, California. It's called Park Court. And this court, which takes low numbers right now because there's only one, brings incarcerated homeless people that are repeat offenders and gives them options. It gives them social service options, mental health and alcohol treatment options. And if they agree to this, they are accepted, obviously, if they agree, since it was offered, but they also are notified that if they do not complete the program, they typically look at maximum jail sentences for what they have done to bring them into court. And so I've seen this be a huge success. I've met people that have been repeat offenders, burglars, narcotics users that have succeeded through this proceedings. And so I believe, again, that this revolving door doesn't help. With the recidivism rates that are well over 60%, it's a revolving door, and that we need to take the compassionate approach. Try to get them the help, get them stable, get them mental health assistance, and try to make them in a position where they can come out of that hold that they're in. And so starting with compassion again, working with stakeholders in the community, and trying to make their lives better if we can, and giving them the help they need to get on their feet and stop just arresting and driving these people out of the community. Many of these homeless people stay in the cities that they're in, and they are a part of the community, and we owe them that effort to try to help them as well. And so again, I hope that I can persuade all of you to work with your police departments, stakeholders, social service groups to come together to help this vulnerable population. And independently, it can help, but it doesn't work not as well unless they all work together. And that's what we have done in this unit. And I am pushing to teach other departments through our Community Outreach Association, which I have established, to show them there's other ways of dealing with problems other than enforcement alone. Thank you, and I hope you can push this in your communities. Thank you.